Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is so exciting for me. I've been meaning to do this video for a couple months already, but the moment has arrived. I mean, you can already tell with the title what this video is going to be, but this video is going to be all about nightworms. So we're gonna do things a little bit differently. I haven't for like a couple months, but I usually just do an unboxing or unpackaging on my channel, and that's that. But I've been wanting to just do a nightworms reading vlog. And what does that mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. All that means is that we are going to be diving into all the books that are in this package. We are going to be drinking all the yummy drinks, if there are any in this package, and we're just going to be enjoying it. And I want you to come along the ride with me. Every time I get a nightworms package, or any new books for that matter, they always tend to just pile up and I get to them eventually. So I thought this would be a great way to actually read what comes in the package every month. I'm excited to bring you along. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's just jump in to the goodies that are in the package. So of course this is October's package. Today is October 16th and I've had this package sitting here for a couple days, not that much. I always love opening my Nightworms package. If you guys are not subscribed to Nightworms, what are you waiting for? And here we are. I'm going to show you this way because I don't want you to see the books yet. We are going to start off with the little package. Every month they send a little package, and this is where your spoiler cards are with your, if there's coupon codes, bookmarks, stickers, anything of that nature that it's small or loose, they put in here. And also your drink. Your drink. They usually always add a hot drink. That's why I'm saying drinks. Alright, sure enough, we got a coffee. This is a Pacific Northwest Trailblazing Favorite Nightworms French Roast from Pioneer Joe Coffee Corporation or Co. And these are usually, we got one from them that was cold brew. And I don't know if this one is cold brew, probably, no, this one's hot. So I always love these because these are the directions in the back. They are like little, little hanging packs that you pour the coffee over. Oh my gosh, we got some cute little stickers that I just absolutely love. This one. We have this little pumpkin. Then we have the bookmark for the month, which just has the title of the package for the month, and then some artwork on the back of it. I love all their little like new bookmarks. They've been doing these for the past few months and I'm just loving it, and I'm always reaching for them because I just think they're so cool, and the colors that they use and everything. Then we have 2 signed book plates for obviously the books that are inside the package. We also have this sticker that says The Cipher. Then we have the spoiler card. Now let's get into the books that came in the package this month. The first one is The Cipher by Kathy Koja. I think that's how you say her name. And this looks all kinds of cool. She is a Locus and Bram Stoker Award winner, and I love the colors of this cover. It has like teal on it and it's dark, so very excited to read that. I don't know what that book is about, but we're gonna find out together. And then the next book that we got is The Loop. I have actually already read this, of course, to my luck. The month that I decide to do this is a book I've already read. This was actually a Nightworms book party a couple months ago. I will link down below the actual blog post where we all reviewed this book. I knew this book was coming in the package and I've already prepared myself. Not fully prepared myself, but what I plan to do is gather all the books that I have had from past Nightworm boxes. We are going to throw those titles, we're going to put them on a paper, and we're going to throw them on a TBR jar or a little jar, and we're going to pick one out and we're going to read that book. I thought that was just a good way to sort of substitute another book for a book that I have read. So let's get this show on the road and start reading some scary books, which you know is my jam. So it is Monday, and I think it's October 19th. Whatever Monday is what today is. And I started with The Cipher today by Kathy Koja. I just finished the first chapter. The first chapter is around 26 pages, and I'm really enjoying it. When we start off this novel, we start off with Nicholas and Nakota. Nicholas is our narrator, and Nakota is, like, from what I'm grasping, like the love of his life or some weird shit like that. His apartment building, in the storage room, they discover this like black hole. They don't know what it's just there. They just find it one day as they're cleaning after a party. She's the one that finds it, and they're both fascinated by this. But Nicholas is a little bit more like apprehensive about it, while Nakota is like enthralled by it. Like, she wants to see, she wants to know, she always wants to go and look at it and see it. And Nicholas is more like reserved about it, like, no, we better not, we don't know what it is. But he's still attracted to this black hole. So we're just following these two friends as they get more and more entranced with this black hole. I'm really enjoying it. My only thing is the writing. So this is told from Nicholas's perspective. He's the narrator. It's a little bit poetic, and it's a little bit like, it's almost like very truncated and very like an abrupt kind of poetry. So I'm having a little bit of a hard time, and there's like thoughts within a sentence within thoughts, so like a lot of commas, and it sort of pulls me out of the story a little bit. But it's still gripping enough that I want to continue reading it. I will say that I got a little bit uncomfortable because Nakota is like looking for different ways to see what this black hole does. So she gets like a jar full of bugs and brings it close to the black hole to see what kind of effect it has on it, and it's a pretty gross effect. And then she wants to bring a rat close to this black hole to see what it does to the rat. And Nicholas is a little bit reserved about it. Like, he does not want to do it, but he's sort of fascinated at the same time. And so I'm not going to give you the details of what happens to this damn rat, but it's not, I was a little bit afraid of where the author was going to take it, like how rough she was going to be with that scene, just 26 pages into the book, but it wasn't too bad. So now it's just trying to see what else they're going to try to do, or what else she is going to try to do as far as the black hole is concerned. So that's all we know. Again, I'm enjoying it. It's pretty gripping, and once I get the hang of the dialogue or of the writing, it's like very it flows. But there's times where it really like, it's like a really jerky kind of dialogue, and it pulls me out of the story a bit, but it's pretty easy for me to get back into the flow of the story. It's Friday today, and I haven't had a lot of chance of reading, but I do have an update on The Cipher. I am 195 pages into The Cipher, and I'm still really liking it. We haven't really had any development as far as the fun hole goes, that little black hole in the storage room. There's some weird stuff going on with our main protagonist, Nicholas. And it's just, I guess we're just in the middle of the book, just waiting to see what happens, what's going to happen with this fun hole. So we are going to pick the next book that we're going to read. I have collected, the sun is just in and out. I have collected a few of my Nightworms books that I have not read yet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 books, and I cheated a little bit and I picked the shortest ones just because I do want to finish this by tomorrow. What I'm going to do is I have them laid out like this, and we are just going to go to the random number generator off of Google. We are going to get a random number, and then we're going to pick it out of this stack. So let's do this. So here we go. I put 6 books on there, and I'm going to generate, and it generated number 2. So for number 2, we have this book right here, which is Beneath Ash and Bone by D. Alexander Ward. So this is what we're going to be reading next. We did get this in one of our winter boxes. I can't remember which one it was. I don't know if it was December or January. But I'm excited to read this. It's a short book, just like I wanted. They were all short. Hear me out with this book. I'm really liking it, and I'm really intrigued, but I am currently about halfway. I'm at page 124, and I'm a little more than halfway, and it's It's losing me a little bit. I'm finding it a little bit boring and I just want to know what's going on. Something just happened. Okay, but the thing with this book is that it weighs heavy on you because it's so dark. I tend to find that sometimes when I'm reading some kind of books that are just too dark, they just put like a dark weight on me. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right, but I'm finding myself experiencing that with this book. Why do I always use my hands? I was editing my video yesterday and I was just like going all over the place with my hands. I'm sorry you guys, I'm Italian, so it's gonna happen. Hey guys, it is Friday. I know it looks like it's still Thursday or whenever last I vlogged because I'm wearing the same thing, my hair is the same, but if you calculate the highness of my messy bun, it's not the same. And I wish I could blame this on quarantine, but I just can't because I've always been like this. So that whatever, okay, whatever. I finished The Cipher. Finally. I don't know why it took me so long. Well, I know why, but this is a fairly short book. You know, this is a book that you can, you know, read in 1, possibly 2 days, but it took me a couple weeks. This book is just so dark, and I think I've explained it already, but you know, repetitiveness in me, whatever. It was so dark that it weighed heavy on me. And I think that's the reason why it took me a while to read it. You know, you just have your books like that. You have your books that you hesitate to pick up, and not because they're bad, but because of just how dark or how heavy it's weighing on your heart or your soul or whatever. And that was this book. This book has so many layers to it. We have love, we have friendship, we have abuse, we have obsessiveness, we have crazy, we have weird. This was so good. I will say that halfway through the book, around the midway point, I found myself a little bit bored because it was just the back and forth of going to the hole, coming back from the hole, going to the hole. The only difference would be within that scenario or those scenarios is the outcome of visiting the hole. Mentally, physically, on their friendship, in everything. Personally, physically, you know, I think I already said physically. So yeah, it was such a great book, and I was struggling in between 3 to 4 stars, but it ended on such a high. It ended with such a bang, with such emotions. I got teary-eyed, and I didn't realize how connected I was to Nicholas, or how much I felt for Nicholas as a character. Let me tell you, I ended up hating Nakoda. Like, if there was ever a character that I can kill besides Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter, it would be this bitch. She was just, I just couldn't with her. But with Nicholas, I was so surprised with how much I bonded with him and how much I felt for him and everything that he was going through towards the end. So such a great book. I'm gonna end up giving this one 4 stars. This was actually reprinted. This book was written, I believe, in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Yeah, the first printing of this book was in 1991, and I believe it went out of print, and then Meerkat Press reprinted it. And you know what else I loved? I don't know about you guys, but I always read the afterword, the beforeword, the epilogue. I read everything that's in the book. And I feel like the afterword, which is by Maurice Maher, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but she did an afterword on this. I don't know who she is, but I feel like, first of all, it was beautifully written. And second of all, I feel like it added to the emotions that I was already feeling towards the book. All right, guys, so now I am going to read Beneath Ash and Bone. Hey guys, really quick before my phone dies, I'm doing this little part from my phone. I'm so sleepy. I was sitting on the couch just reading and falling asleep and waking up and reading, you know, the good old reader's life. As you guys know, I did start Beneath Ash and Bone. I am currently 72 pages in. I'm about to start chapter 5, and it's kind of late and I'm tired, so I'm gonna stop, even though I want to continue reading. The writing in this is amazing. We're following sort of like a mystery. This boy goes missing, William, and they call the sheriff from the other town to come and investigate because he's been missing ever since after his birthday. And so he goes to find the missing boy and comes across a couple things that just aren't right. And so he's just trying to figure things out, and he's like investigating people, and it's just so good. The writing is amazing. Again, you guys know that I don't read synopsises, so I don't know what this book is about in the synopsis, so I don't want to say too much and spoil it. So I will leave that there. I'm going to continue reading this tomorrow, and then I'll update you then. Okay, so I just made my coffee and it is delicious. It is delicious, but I do want to say that I made it completely wrong. And even with making it completely wrong, it's still delicious. I was, you know, when it said tear, you know, the bag, I thought it was talking about like the bag where the filter is. But no, I was supposed to tear open the filter and then dump it inside the filter, but because I use the Folgers single packs, they look like tea bags, and that you put it in there like a regular tea and you let it steep in the water. Well, this one I'm like, okay, well, you just put it there, and no, I was supposed to open the filter, which you see me do later on, and then continue. Oh my gosh, but what a dummy. You just saw me add collagen, some stevia sweet drops, and that's it. It's really, really good. It's super smooth and it's just delicious. Coffee made. I almost forgot to make the coffee. Hey guys, so I just finished Beneath Ash and Bone by D. Alexandra Ward, and wow. I don't even know why it took me so long, almost a year, to read this. It was so good. I wish I would have read it sooner. First of all, I don't know why it took me more than 2 days to finish this book. It took me almost 3 days, being that it was so short. And this is such a good book that I keep looking at my battery because it's blinking. This is such a good book that you could just read it in one sitting. I love the character. I loved following the sheriff. It's Sheriff Sam that is the main protagonist in this book. And he is called to the Crown Hill Manor because a boy has gone missing. And so upon arriving, he starts checking the grounds and he finds the boy dead. And so it's just him uncovering the mystery of the dead boy William and all the secrets and lies that come from this death. It was so good. I highly recommend everybody read this book. The characters are amazing. The scenery and the atmosphere in this is just incredible. It's so atmospheric. I just like this cover, I just felt cold reading it and just gloomy, and cold. I mean, it was just so cold. There was snow everywhere. There were snowstorms. There was fog. The scenery and the imagery was amazing. The writing is so inviting, so gripping. It was just very well written. And this is what I call just the perfect book. It doesn't have to be, this didn't have to be 300 pages long to wow me, and that's what I love. This sits at about 167 pages, more or less, and it was perfect. These are just books that I feel like I wouldn't have read was it not because of Nightworms. You know, it's just books like these. It's authors that you have not read before. I've heard of Kathy Koja before, and I do own another one of her books that I believe also came in another Nightworms box, but don't quote me on that, but I do own another one of her books. But these are just indie authors, indie horror authors that really need to get their name put out there, and I'm so thankful to the Nightworms for putting these on my radar, because again, I would not have read this had it not been for Nightworms. So that was it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. I know I'm not great at vlogging, but I just want to bring awareness to some of these books that probably are not on your radar, that are more indie-based horror. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you would like to see another Nightworms themed vlog. We do have another package. We're supposed to be getting our tracking info today for our November package, and I'm so excited for it. So let me know if you would like to see another one for November, and I'll get that done for you guys. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!